What's up, YouTube? So as promised, here I am loading up the trailer for another paramotor adventure. So what I want to do with this one is kind of show you guys how I hook up the flag. One of the biggest things I wanted to do was fly the flag around. I fly it on my arm all the time. I fly it on my arm at work. So the best thing I can think of to do with the paramotor is to fly the flag around. So I'm going to show you guys a quick setup of how I get it done. Let's go. It's so quiet and peaceful. I ruined it with my voice. So this is what I call my freedom bag. It's just a plain backpack. It's nothing special. It's from Walmart. I got it just because it had a large opening here in the front to be able to unzip and then pull out the flag from the top. Okay, so the first thing you might notice is that I have a carabiner attached to the nylon web strap up at the top. This is the way I attach it to me. I don't want to attach it to my body or to anything permanently strapped to my body, just in case any emergencies happen. I want to be able to get rid of it quickly. So this is where the whole setup is attached to me. Well, it's attached to the backpack. So the way I hold the backpack is once I have the wing on the motor and the motor on my back, or vice versa, then I take these straps and I simply just wear it like you would if you were a geek in high school, and just wear it across your front. Or if you were really bad at being a husband and wanted to show your wife that you knew what it was like to carry a baby and you did this as a joke, it seems like that's something a dad would do. That's exactly how you wear it. So you wear this flag, it's a flag baby. And this is my freedom baby. So once I have this on my shoulders up front, I can do a normal takeoff. Normal takeoffs with your arms back, your shoulders back, your head up. So it's gonna naturally hold, oh, there was a bee flying. Get out of my wing. So your arms are back, it naturally holds everything in front of you. So you don't have to worry about it. So it's nice and secure. It's not gonna accidentally fall off. But once I'm up in the air with the normal takeoff, then I can reach right down in front of me. So let me get close like this. So it'll be right down in front of me like this. I can reach down in front of me, unzip this, tuck it right in. So everything is out of the way. There's no loose flaps, there's no loose straps, anything like that. So I have a blue carabiner. This is just normal 550 paracord. So I have a blue carabiner attached to the top because that's the way I can color coordinate. Blue for the union, union's always up top. So the blue carabiner is up top. So I know how it's connected. That way I can visually inspect it. And then here I have a square knot tied off with a zip tie just to make it extra secure. So for the bottom of the flag, I have a double set of red carabiners because I know the bottom of the flag is a red stripe. So the red carabiners, that way I can visually inspect that it's right side up and it's gonna deploy correctly. After that, again, for the bottom of it, since it's attached to the weight and it's gonna take a lot of the shock, I double stranded the paracord and I just made a square knot, secured it with a zip tie. On the bottom of this, I have just the typical, it's a Walmart 7.5 pound weight. It's plenty to keep the flag. It displays it nicely instead of it being a streamer. If I didn't have this weight, the only thing it does is act as a red, white, and blue streamer out back, and it looks horrible. You don't want that. So this keeps the front of the flag down, so that way it can wave just as it needs to wave. So when I'm up in the air, the first thing I do is pull this weight out, and I put it underneath the bag between my legs on top of the seat. So I put it on the seat board, and then I put it between my legs and sit on it and squeeze my legs together. That way it doesn't fall, it doesn't drop, but it's out of the way and it's still secure. The next thing I do is keep this under control. This is relatively short, so it's not gonna fall back in the cage or anything. So I take this bag just to keep it nice and tidy. When it's in the bag, I have this, it's just a ribbon strap with some Velcro pieces. So while it's still in the bag, I undo the Velcro, make sure I have a good grip on everything, and just stuff it right down on the bottom. Now I'm pretty much ready to deploy. So the next thing I do is I double check that this carabiner is still attached to the handle. The cord that I have, this is probably about maybe 15 feet long. So what I do is I just wrap it around my hand loosely and then stuff it in the middle of the flag. That way it's not loose and flying all over the place, but I don't have to worry about it being tied up. I make sure this is secure. and I take this flag bundle in my hands, and with the weight underneath my legs, I'm ready to deploy. First, loosen my legs and nudge the weight out. And as soon as the weight is really, really close to coming out, I want the weight to be the first thing out. All I do, the weight comes out, and then I throw this out forward. Once this is down, it's out of the way. It's trailing 20 feet below me. Everything's smooth, fine and dandy. It takes a little bit more power to maintain level flight, but not so much. Over time, usually without the flag, I can get about 2.5 hours out of a tank of gas if I'm flying pretty conservatively. With the flag, I tested it out with an absolutely full tank of gas. I was able to get about an 1.5 hour flight, flying the flag the entire time. And that's with climbs and descents and little maneuvers here and there. But it was still a pretty good flight. How do I get rid of it? How do I land safely with this big banner dragging behind me? Because if I'm land normal, that weight's gonna hit the ground and it's gonna drag and the whole flag's gonna drag and it's gonna be unsafe, scary, and very, very disrespectful to the flag. So here's how I undo it. So I take this in my hand, and it's not enough weight that this hurts, so all I do is wrap it around once to pull the weight off of the carabiner. I just disconnect the carabiner, and I have this in my hand. Now I'm ready to go. The only thing I would have to do is just drop it straight down. And every time I do this, I always have a helper or an assistant with me to be able to retrieve the flag as quickly as possible. I don't want them to catch it midair because there's a 7.5 pound weight attached to it. No good. They do let it land, and then they go retrieve it as quickly as possible. And after that, I'm free to come in and land a normal landing, just like any other paraglider pilot would. I've talked long. Nah, forget it. Let's just go fly. Okay, slight change of plans. I got everything suited up, got the wing laid out. My starter battery decided not to have any charge. Normally I pay attention to it. I try to listen to how much oomph it has, and the last time I flew it had plenty of oomph, but this time, yeah, no flying today. But such is aviation. So it is a beautiful day. I'll sit here at the park for a little bit, and then I'll enjoy the ride home. So, but at least I got to show you guys how the flag was packed, and hopefully pretty soon I'll be able to get a chance to deploy the flag. So I'll show you guys how that goes. Till then, take care.